You know you're here to share something powerful with the world. You upload your latest YouTube video, you post something on Facebook, and boom, out come the trolls, naysayers, and freaking haters. If your message has received a walloping from the trolls, naysayers, and haters out there, you are gonna love today's episode of Heart Magic. Hello and welcome to another episode of Heart Magic Monday with Empress Lysa. We're here to talk about effective ways to respond to the freaking trolls that are out there. Yes, they will be the ones responding first to all of your latest posts, and finding how to not react, not delete, and actually respond to their posts with love is the intention of today's Heart Magic Monday. Obviously, some people don't appreciate that in order to get our sacred message out into the world, we have to kind of share it with everyone. You can't just share it to the people who are actually going to love and adore what you have to say. You can't just share it to the people who actually know the hours, years, and experiences that have poured into cultivating your message and preparing you to share it with the world. It would seem there's a very selective bunch of humans who are actually not in a position to think there's anything to learn. They have nothing much to teach, but they do want to be able to spring upon anyone who has conjured up the idea that they do have something important to share with the world. My very first experience on Periscope was powerful. I was doing live heart healing readings. I was committed. I got on. I started speaking into that beautiful lens of the camera, and whoa, comment after comment was telling me to shut up, sit down, go away, and making derogative comments about my beautiful appearance. One of these particular individuals that was live on my Periscope made a suggestion that they would like to look at a certain part of my female anatomy. I knew that I had two options. I could either react, or I could actually see that what was going on beneath the surface was another human being who required love like all of us do. As I trained myself to view into the camera lens and not actually read any more of the comments, I moved straight to my objective, to offer live heart readings. As a highly sensitive empath, my gift means that my heart allows me to read the hearts of others. That includes their past pain, their weaknesses, their strengths, their spiritual gifts, and their sacred soul purpose. As I made the offering to serve anyone who was present on the live Periscope, yes, the gentleman who said he wanted to look at a particular part of my anatomy came forward and said, "Yes, please." So I did what I know I'm here to do, to look past the behavior, to look past the words, and perceive the soul beneath the behavior. I began to relay that I perceived that he had a real challenge being himself with women, really allowing women to perceive who he truly is beneath the facade, which showed up as an inability to have a truly emotionally intimate relationship. As soon as I relayed that information, I knew that I'd reached a place inside of him where he felt known, where he felt recognized, and it touched me, and surprisingly it touched him. I continued to do live heart readings for a few individuals on the live Periscope, and really loved having the privilege of serving some of the people who had been trolling me just moments prior. The very next morning, I was so surprised to see an email waiting for me from the gentleman who had initially trolled me, offering his deep thanks. I brought forward a heart healing affirmation for him to use, and despite his behavior towards me, I served him and offered him guidance like I do everyone on my live calls. He was sharing his deep apology, saying how sorry he was for how he treated me and that he hoped I could forgive him. Since that beautiful experience being trolled live on a Periscope, I've really allowed myself to feel so safe sharing what I know I'm here to teach with the world. That every one of us has a past, that we individually have the power and capacity to heal our own hearts, and that by allowing ourselves to return to our truth, we can heal all shadow patterns. Behind every freaking troll, naysayer, and hater is a heart, and that heart has been hurt. And we all know that the prickliest porcupines are actually often the most tender-hearted. And as jaded, bitter, and resentful as they may be from some of their past experiences, it's our privilege to actually speak into the truth of who they are. And repeatedly I use this, all of my engagement with the public, is that no matter what comments and feedback ricochet to me, both positive and negative, actually has nothing to do with me. My responsibility is to purely relay the message that I know I'm here to convey. How that is received actually has nothing to do with me personally. It's so easy to take personally when someone says they want to see parts of your body and that they'd like you to do certain things to them. It's very easy to actually feel resentful and to actually want to retreat, to hide the sacred part of ourselves and actually be willing to not share our message with the world if this is how it's going to be received. But if you're like me and you're a healer or a helper in this world, we actually need skill sets to be able to move past that initial barrier of trolling, to truly know that our message is going to reach people and that they will really benefit from hearing it, whether we hear from them or not. And I want you to speak to the magnificence of that soul that they potentially have forgotten. That any time I'm interacting with any member of the public, I always hold them as a magnificent, truly unique, spectacular individual. That on a soul level they are a god or a goddess, whether they presently know so or not. Sometimes we've been led to believe that our behavior is our identity. But if we as leaders and healers can speak to the truth of what we know lies at the very heart and center of a soul, we have a capacity to invite them home to their truth. Truly, every one of us is worthy and deserving of love. And the very next time that you're trolled, 'cause it will come, no doubt this video will receive some interesting comments, and I would love for you, if you are scared to release your heart message to the world, trying to avoid these comments, I want to invite you to speak past this. Speak into the truth of your audience. Speak to who they truly are, and I promise you will see miraculous transformations. The next time that sneaky troll pops up on your account, I want you to honor them. Respect them. Treat them as nobility and say, I respect your perspective. Thank you for commenting on my channel. I appreciate your perspective. Thank you for sharing. I promise you that you will see a transformation, not only in their behavior, but more importantly in your behavior. If you can hold yourself in love as a powerful change agent on this planet, I know that you will be able to reach so many more people as you continue to open up, be seen, and be heard. So have you been rocked by a troll, naysayer, or hater? Have they hit you up with a comment that has just taken your breath away? Tell me about it. Comment below. I want to hear about your sacred experiences and I want to cheer for you. Talk to them as they are the magnificent soul that you know they are beneath that. And I promise you, you'll see a transformation. If you want to hear of more heart magic from Empress Lysa, please subscribe and check out my weekly videos that are released every Monday. I am here to support the healers and helpers of the world so that we can live with more love and peace to impart our sacred message. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, think I'll go eat worms. Big ones, small ones, fat ones, skinny ones, ones that squiggle and squirm. One of these particular individuals that was live on my Periscope made a suggestion that they would like to look at a certain part of my female anatomy.